she had this unique form of cancer called CLL. And this is usually a cancer of old age where you get diagnosed with it and you end up dying of something else other than that cancer. But she had a unique, more aggressive form of CLL where they needed to really ramp up treatment. And her treatment took a toll on her body. Like, she did not look the same post-treatment. She did not feel the same. But it was all in the hopes of curing this cancer. And I remember very vividly, I was going to Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital to pick her up one day, and she actually fell waiting for me at the waiting area. So the doctor came down and talked to me and said maybe we should keep her observation for a day or so. But overall, she's doing great. She's just very weak from the treatment. And he shook my hand in that moment and said, she's cured. There's no more cancer in her body. Now we just got to get her to recover from all these treatments. And that's the greatest news anyone can hear. Your hopes, 10 out of 10. And just a few short days later, her weakness got so severe that she got a very unique type of bacteria called gram-negative in her blood, causing gram-negative sepsis, spread throughout her body. She required the use of pressor medication to artificially raise her blood pressure to prevent her organs from dying, and it didn't work. And unfortunately, she lost her life. And one of the hardest moments there was watching my father go through this, who, with my mom, sacrificed their lives to bring us to the United States as immigrants, gave up their lives. He went to medical school for a second time in his life. She went to university after having a PhD in Russia to learn English and be able to teach students math here in the States. It was painful to watch my dad go through it. So I think for the first few months, my focus was more on him than it was even on myself.
There will be a lot of people listening right now that are maybe in the throes of that grief or the throes of their own sadness or depression for whatever reason.
Right.
And it's when you're in the midst of the storm, when it's hard to see any way out. And you said something super interesting, which is you said you realized that like action comes before motivation.
Yep.
If I'm someone that's in that situation right now and I'm listening, what would you say to that person?
Put on your shoes. You'll go somewhere. Doesn't matter where you'll go. Gym, not gym, walk, dog park. You can go to a dog park without a dog. It's therapy. The biggest therapy that I think I've ever had, and I've gone through traditional therapy, was going to a dog park with my dog after my mom passed away. It's such a weird thing, but animal therapy is real.